comments during live session.
I had to convince my...
Assalamu alaikum, guys. This is Iftikhar Hussain, and we are live for this amazing session, New Normal of Pakistani Music. So let me, start this session with the video of SG Women Month. It's a 30-second video. Yeah.
Every year, Startup Grind hosts our SG Women Leaders Month, proudly recognizing the accomplishments of successful women leaders all over the world. These women are founders, venture capitalists, engineers, executives, educators, and more who represent our community all around the world. This month's SG Women Month is proudly presented by Google for Startups and Silicon Valley Bank.
So, the session moderator is Sophia Anjum. She will be, giving an introduction about Startup Grind, and she will be also introducing our, amazing panelists from the music industry. So, over to you, Sophia.
Thank you so much, Iftikhar, and thank you so much, Startup Grind, as well as Google for Startup, for actually having me over as host as well. It's an absolute pleasure for me to be here, to be able to be in conversation with such fantastic women that I'm completely fond of, and I'm really inspired by them. But first of all, I'd like to give a little bit of an introduction on Startup Grind as well. I'm sure that a lot of people already know that who they are. Magar jin logon ko nahi pata, thodi si introduction mein de dun. So basically, Startup Grind is the largest independent startup community, actively educating, inspiring, and connecting more than 2 million entrepreneurs in more than 125 countries through events, media, and so much more. Not just that, Lahore chapter is one of the most active chapters if you talk about here in Pakistan. So thank you very much once again for having me over. So today's theme and topic of discussion, because we are celebrating Women's Month. We are talking about women who have been champions of change, women who have done some incredible work in the society. Now, if you talk about singers, if you talk about musicians, if you talk about artists, so many of them have represented the name of Pakistan in our country and around the world. Now, the women who we are showcasing this time around are women who are not just singers and musicians and not just artists, but I do believe that they are beacons of hope for all of us. Because now the time has come that it's not about an identity of a boundary anymore. Because music is universal. Music has no boundaries. Art has no boundaries. Culture is, yes, specific to a specific boundary, but at the same time, culture also has a lot of significance when you talk about global communities. So today on our special event, we are going to be talking about the way forward. I remember that when I joined the radio industry, I mean, I'm just recalling those days, radio was huge in Pakistan. I remember watching TV shows. I remember watching such fantastic musical programs on TV that actually showcased a lot of talent, a lot of videos, a lot of music. Then there was another phase. The phase after TV, the phase after radio was the phase of the digital sphere, where the medium of the digital landscape was used by various bloggers, influencers, YouTubers, content creators, but one thing remained constant: music. So with everything going on, with the advent of the social media, with new technologies, in quarantine, in the lockdown, there are so many things that are also going wrong. Let me pinpoint a few things. Number one, live events nahi ho rahe. Now, I remember that a couple of years ago, everyone started feeling very happy that, yes, finally, the time has come when Pakistan is actually having a lot of live events and people are enjoying food festivals, music festivals, there's music out, people are on the stage performing. Secondly, there is a huge reduction of advertising when it comes to the music community. Advertisers have stopped the flow of money. Lastly, a lot of artists feel that they need to connect and engage with the audience again. How to do that? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so many different avenues of the digital platforms that they need to showcase. But now the real question is, yahan se aage kis tarah badhna hai? So what is the new normal for the Pakistani music industry? That is the theme in question. Let's warmly welcome our panelists. So starting off with somebody who I am completely fond of. She is a singer. She is a songwriter. She has done a lot of OSTs for Pakistani dramas, for Pakistani films, for Indian films as well. She is an incredible performer on stage. They call her Pakistan's rocker girl. So ladies and gentlemen, please warmly welcome Faiza Mujahid. How are you, Faiza?
I'm good. I'm good. I didn't know that you were going to introduce me first, so thank you.
I saw your
I wasn't ready for that.
She was like, is she actually talking about me?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like a really good introduction. Is that me? Hold on. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me here. And in fact, this is my first Zoom live session, and for something which is so, I think, difficult to talk about as well. So yes, I'm just, absolutely. I'm just thinking that, the topic itself, it's something which is, it's a big question mark. So thank you for having me here.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I'm so glad that you managed to sign in. I think that was a major challenge for you also, yeah? So good job, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so after Faiza Mujahid, I'd like to introduce somebody who I'm truly inspired by. I wouldn't just like to call her a singer or a songwriter or a musician, but I have a special word for her that I picked out from her because it was also in her profile, and I would really want to talk about it as well. She is an ethnomusicologist. Now, it's a very interesting way how she describes it, and I think that's wonderful, the kind of work that she's doing. She is also a music director. She co-founded Lahore Music Meet, which has been there for a long time. Now, the interesting part about her is that she has also managed to do a lot of good work as far as musical platforms in Pakistan are concerned. For example, Coke Studio as well. So if we talk about Natasha Noorani, ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing we all know, that she knows her music. Please warmly welcome her. How are you, Natasha?
I'm well. Thank you for that very intense introduction, Sophie. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And we know that you really know your music, man. I mean, one thing for sure that we know, that we trust you with your music.
Constantly trying to be better and understand better. So I wouldn't put too much faith in me, but getting there, hopefully.
Getting there, hopefully. And there's so much of work that you've been doing recently, and I really want to talk about it as well. But last but certainly not the least, we have somebody who is absolutely wonderful. She is a powerhouse. When she goes on stage and she performs, jise kehte hain na, bijli girna. Honestly, bijli girti hai. She is an electrifying performer. She's also the co-founder of Lal Series. It's a production company. She is a brilliant singer, ladies and gentlemen, from Hunza, now based out of Karachi. Natasha Beg, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Sophie?
Good, Natasha. Welcome to the event. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm doing well, but it's just too hot. The weather is getting really intense. So I'm just trying to, get through it. And I'm trying my best to stay productive. And, the time that we're in right now is just so easy for us to get demotivated. So, yeah, I'm just pushing myself hard to be positive and be productive and do something rather than just sitting around and, worrying about the future. So, yeah.
Absolutely. We hear you. And, we're so proud of you, the kind of work that you've been doing so far as well. Okay, so ladies, now, I'm a little sad today also because I'm missing Zay Bunga. She wanted to be part of it, but unfortunately, because of some personal issues, she wasn't able to join us, but we're really missing her as well. She's there in spirit. So the first question that I have is going to be, I think let's start with Faiza. Faiza, I'm going to talk a little bit about, back in the day, let's step into the history a little bit and talk about the time that you stepped into the music industry. Now, remember that if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, the year was 2005. In 2005, when you stepped into the music industry, what was going on? Tell us about the gigs, about radio, about TV, the promotion of music, the music industry in general. How did it look and sound like?
Yeah, 2005 was actually the era of peak for music industry. we saw great artists, and the greatest time actually was the 2000s and the 2000 till 2010. 2005 we saw Atif Aslam, and then people like EP came out, and then great musicians. Yeah. So I still remember that a lot of people, they like Bandia because it was after Zeb and uh, sorry,
Zeb
Nazia and
Hania?
Zohaib.
Ah.
No, sorry. After Nazia Hassan and Zohaib Hassan, they saw a male and a female duo doing a very rock pop song.
Yeah.
So we saw, like, with Bandia came a lot of success, but at the same time, it was easy for us as well, because people used to buy CDs. They used to, nothing was online actually. I still remember giving interviews for Us magazines, and we used to buy Us as well. Every Friday we used to see what was the editor's pick and stuff like that. And
Yeah. Yeah.
people used to listen to the countdown on radio shows.
Yes.
And it was exactly, and we used to ask our relatives and friends and cousins, yeah, do vote for us, so that, and we had our friends calling the radio stations for, requesting for our songs and stuff like that. It was like that. It wasn't a game of numbers. It wasn't a game of how many YouTube hits do you have, how many followers does she have on Instagram, how many followers does she have on Facebook. So it was about talent. It was actually about good music. And it was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. And that is exactly why it's really hit me hard, this new era of music. And hats off to people like Natasha Nurani and Natasha Beg, actually, because that I've taken a step back.
Yeah.
I've stopped doing my own music because, honestly, I still believe that, for me, it has become a game of numbers again. कि
Right.
यार उसको कितने videos पे कितने views मिल गए हैं और ये और वो. We never used to think about that. We always used to say, yeah, that song is nice. I just heard it on radio. I just heard it on TV. So it was all about that. And that is why the best music has come out in 2001 till 2010. This is what I
Right.
believe.
Absolutely. You've actually made me very nostalgic as well, because I remember all the artists and musicians that you talked about. Such nostalgia. So thank you for sharing that with us, Faiza. Now, the next question that I have is going to be for both the Natashas. Okay, so you guys can answer back to back as well. Now, let's talk about. Now, we've talked about the initial years. Let's talk about the last 10 years. Okay, now in the last decade, you had platforms such as Coke Studio, Pepsi Battle of the Bands, they come back after a long time, Nescafe Basement. You had online streaming links and websites and different platforms such as Patari, Tazi, and so on and so forth. And then you also had a lot of different festivals, like, for example, Lahore Music Meet, the Food Festival, and so many other different local festivals as well in different provinces. And that really was a very interesting mix of things happening. And advertisers were spending a lot of money on gigs. Brands were sponsoring gigs, could be private gigs, could be public gigs, but something was going on. So as an artist, did you feel that you were creatively satisfied in the last 10 years as a musician, being part of the music fraternity, which you could have called an industry? Starting off in Natasha Nurani.
Oh man, what a question. Okay, so over the past 10 years, it's been 10 years, yani ki 2010 se, right? Yeah, that's the correct math.
We're old.
Yeah,
we're
old.
Ancient now. Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, there's been a lot that's happened. Absolutely. Coke Studio and Pepsi Battle of the Bands and all of these commercial platforms existed. But what also happened was jo aapke TV channels se Indus Music faded away. MTV Pakistan jaise wo bana wo band ho gaya. Radio stations started, a lot of them started closing down, or a lot of them started playing solely English music or Indian music even for a while. Though not to say that music wasn't being made. I'm sure even Natasha would agree that hamare ird-gird, there's such amazing musicians who may not have 1 million views or 1 million followers on Facebook, but they exist and they're making music that no one has really heard. And while it's also amazing that we do have commercial platforms like Coke and Pepsi to curate a certain list of artists, there has to be more. You know what I mean? हमारा सबसे बड़ा मसला, I think, in the earlier bit of 2010s was कि सिर्फ एक ही चीज पे सबका focus था. जिस तरह पहले फाइजा जिस तरह बात करी, there used to be so many different things. There used to be Indus Music का top 10 होता था. I remember I used to be like 13, 14 in 2005, and I was watching it to find out who was the coolest, who am I supposed to do, किसका MP3 में कहीं से ढूंढूं के offbeat जाके and things like that. So I do feel that, and even with the festival, like it's been very, very, interesting to find different acts like Abdullah Siddiqui, or even Natasha Baig has performed at LMM, and, different people, and introduce them to a new audience. Ye sabse bada masla hai ki because all of us had to, whether we're performing in English, Urdu, Punjabi, Saraiki, Pashto, whatever it is, we have to, ये जो independent or indie का word है, it doesn't even necessarily mean a genre. It just means कि हम खुद अपने पैसे डाल रहे हैं अपने music में.
बिल्कुल.
That's essentially what it means.
Not dependent on anyone.
Exactly. और ये भी मसला है कि आप किस पे dependent हो सकते हो, right? So when you're putting your own money in and then you're also not getting money back, there's so much, like there's just an entire way of getting distressed and demotivated to not keep making more music, and so more and more artists keep falling off, go back to their careers of banking or something else, and essentially leave music because it's not we haven't managed to, as an industry, whatever industry we do have, find a way to not just monetize on it but create like an infrastructure that helps everyone. Because mera zyadatar kaam, except for the past 3 years, has been in the back end, right? Coke Studio maybe was back end. I met Faiza there actually, so it was very interesting to like meet people there as well. But LMM with the festival, it was all back end, because for me the major thing was ठीक है गाने में बना लूंगी, fit है वो हो जाएगा within time. But I also really wanted to understand what the role was back end and what are these problems that are happening. I even worked at a radio station for a while to understand. But it's just a matter of the fact that एक curation नहीं हो रही. While the internet exists, हम अपना link डाल दें, that link doesn't get to the people who need to hear it. तो मेरे 6 दोस्त हैं और बहन भाई सुन लेंगे और वो मुझे thumbs up दे देंगे और likes दे देंगे, but that's where it fades away, right? So we don't have people amplifying us other than the commercial entities that you mentioned. And if you're not good enough, or you're not, and it's not even about not being good enough to make it to those entities, with certain sound hai.
Whatever the criteria is.
Exactly. The thing is that a lot more of these platforms need to come up with multiple criterias, right? That have, if one is focusing on rock, that's great. Just Nescafe is focusing on youth. That was an excellent element to bring in, and so many of those artists started working really well. So I think the past 10 years has been an uphill struggle, but I do feel like the persistence of people, my age, everyone, I guess, under the age of 30 and closer to that age, who have been struggling for the last 10 years now to make it.
Yeah.
It's just that we एक दूसरे को बस हम तसल्ली दे रहे होते कि नहीं यार हो जाएगा, fit है, we will manage to make it through.
ठीक हो जाएगा, इसके ऊपर तो हमने गाना भी बना लिया.
And the minute that tasalli ends, we don't know what's going to happen, and we're kind of in that space right now. But I guess that's what the last 10 years have been.
I love it. I love it. See, that's what I wanted to hear, because all of you have different experiences. So Natasha Baig, now coming to you now, in the past 10 years, being a musician, being an artist, being on stage performing in front of different crowds in Pakistan, tell us about your experience. Was it different or similar?
I can relate to everything what you guys are saying, क्योंकि अभी बहुत ये irony वाली बात है कि कल ही मैंने एक story डाली थी अपने Instagram पे कि I wanted my fans to tell me कि मेरे अलावा like how many new musicians, like इस age के musicians they know. So I asked them specifically to suggest not the known ones, but the ones who are new right now. And I was really disappointed to see that they were only giving me a few names. And I was like, these things are really frustrating to me, because it's not about only my music not reaching out to people. It's about even my fellow musicians. ठीक है, जो कि मुझे भी कभी-कभार बहुत इस बात से शर्म आती है कि I don't even know the songs of my fellow musicians, क्योंकि ना उनके गाने कहीं चलते हैं. You just have to, खुद से जाके, आपको जब तक नहीं सुनोगे, आपको नहीं पता चलेगा कि आगे वाले बंदे के पास को मतलब क्या कंटेंट है, क्या गाना है. So the year जिस साल की बात हो रही है, जिस टाइम पे म्यूजिक बहुत अच्छा था, I literally envy those times because I was myself a school going girl और मेरी आदत होती थी स्कूल से आके यूनिफॉर्म चेंज किए बगैर म्यूजिक चैनल्स मेरे ना रटे हुए होते थे कि कहाँ पे वी चैनल है, कहाँ पे MTV है, तो मैं हमेशा आके वही रखती थी, मेरी आदत ही है।
हाँ.
और क्या म्यूजिक था, मतलब उस दौरान अपडेटेड हम लोग सब अपडेटेड थे, कौन सा आर्टिस्ट है इस वक्त, क्या म्यूजिक चल रहा है, ये वो। बट आई थिंक इन दिस एज, अभी सोशल मीडिया का जो एज आया है, ठीक है लोगों के लिए बहुत आसानियां पैदा हो गई हैं, लेकिन मुझे ऐसा पर्सनली लगता है कि सोशल मीडिया ने जो कंटेंट का जो बम्बार्टमेंट किया है, तो पीपल आर सो ओवरवेल्म्ड राइट नाउ कि दे आर अनेबल टू फाइंड द राइट कंटेंट, एंड टू मी आई थिंक इट्स अ ह्यूज ड्रॉबैक। एंड आई पर्सनली ऑलवेज से कि मैं बहुत गलत एरा में पैदा हुई, वो डिजिटल एरा में। आई विश आई वाज बैक इन दैट एरा because I completely envy those people. They used to have their cassettes and CDs and whatnot. We जहाँ तक हमारी बात है, I recently released my album, and before releasing it, all of my senior musicians, they were like, why are you even releasing an album? And I was like, क्योंकि being an artist, it's my job to release
I
an
love
album.
Zaria.
Thank you so much. So I was like, that shows that I'm a serious artist. So some of them were right about some certain things कि उन्होंने कहा पैसे तो तुम इससे बनाने नहीं वाली। मैंने बोला लिसन, मुझे इतना मालूम है that हमारी एज के जो भी इस जनरेशन के जो आर्टिस्ट हैं, उन बेचारों को तो इसका अंदाजा ही नहीं है कि वो म्यूजिक से पैसे बनाएंगे। I think they don't even think about it कि म्यूजिक से वो पैसे बनाएंगे। वो सिर्फ I used to tell them कि भाई देखें, it's for my own satisfaction, क्योंकि मुझे लगेगा कि मैंने कुछ किया as a musician. So that is the only reason I'm releasing an album. I know that I'll not make money out of it, क्योंकि right now things are really mixed up, और मुझे लगता है इस चीज को बहुत sort out करने की जरूरत है। मुझे बहुत दुख होता है, ऐसे बहुत सारे मेरे फेवरेट आर्टिस्ट हैं जिनके गाने आते हैं, लेकिन वो सिर्फ मुझे मालूम है, और शायद इसलिए मालूम है क्योंकि मैं इस इंडस्ट्री में एफिलिएटेड हूँ, मैं इस इंडस्ट्री में हूँ। अगर मैं एक आम इंसान होती, मतलब एक लिसनर नहीं होती, या मैं तो नहीं होता। क्योंकि रिसेंटली एक और चीज हुई थी, there's this one issue pointed out by एक कंट्रोवर्सी भी छोटी सी हुई थी उष्णा और अधिका कियानी के बीच में। आई थिंक
मेरे पास पॉइंट था, वो मैंने ये उठाना था पॉइंट। जी बोलें।
At that point, what I saw, I'm not talking about these people, but the audience reaction, I'm telling you. I was going through all the comments. I wanted to see what people's take on it. Many of them wrote, तो सही तो कह रहे हैं, क्योंकि कौन से आर्टिस्ट है जिनके गाने आ रहे हैं। एंड आई एम लाइक, ओह गॉड, आई नो सो मेनी पीपल जिनके भी गाने आए हैं, मेरी खुद की एल्बम आई है, बट नो वन नोज अबाउट दिस, व्हिच इज सो सैड। एंड आई वाज लाइक, दिस इज, मतलब मुझे होता है कि मैं अब इसमें क्या कर सकती हूँ। लाइक आई हैव स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग कि टू हेल विद माय कंटेंट, बट आई वुड लव टू प्रमोट एटलीस्ट माय फ्रेंड्स कंटेंट। आई विल बी लाइक, प्लीज लिसन टू इट, इट्स अ वेरी गुड सॉन्ग। अच्छे गाने निकाले। हनिया असलम released a song. What a beautiful song, man. No point, क्योंकि nobody knows about it, and
amazing
it
song.
annoys me like at so many level. You have no idea कि मैं कितना, मतलब मुझे बुरा लग रहा होता है कि लोगों को पता ही नहीं है कि क्या हो रहा है। वो सब अपनी एक बबल में रह गए हैं, खुद से कोई बाहर निकल के देखना नहीं चाह रहा, और टीवी पे तो म्यूजिक चल नहीं रहा, तो क्या बोल सकता है बंदा।
बिल्कुल सही। आई थिंक थोड़ी सी सोशल मीडिया के ऊपर, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म, आई थिंक इट आल्सो हैज अ लॉट टू डू विद एल्गोरिथम्स। The kind of content you've liked, the kind of content you've shared, the kind of content you like to see, then automatically the social media platforms give you the kind of content that you're interested in watching. So it also goes to show what kind of tastes the audience really does have. But yes, I completely agree with you. Now, speaking of technologies, I think that sadly we're very slow in adapting new technologies, because, in quarantine and lockdown, I was actually reading a very interesting article. So if you guys want, I want to share that article with you. I would like to mention something over here. I think Forbes के ऊपर एक आर्टिकल था जो इफ्तिखार ने हमारे साथ शेयर किया था, which was about post-pandemic music industry predictions, the great divide between embraced and impacted. So वो ये कह रहा है article that, the embraced musicians are basically entrepreneurs birthed out of necessity. They'll be like, okay, now because it's a calamity, let's make the most of it. Okay, like make hay while the sun is even not shining, so let's just go for it. So agar lockdown hai, quarantine hai, just give people what they want to see, man. Bring out the content. And then there are other musicians jo ke hote hain aapke impacted musicians. they refuse to budge. They're like, no, we don't want to learn any new technologies. We don't want to do anything. We just want to go back to the way things were. And, we don't want to adapt to new changes. What do you think about this concept of being an embraced musician and also being an impacted musician? And how do you think that Pakistanis are faring in this department? Let's start with Faiza, then with Natasha Noorani.
I knew you'd start with me because you always tell me that you have to embrace the new, the technology and everything, because you're always, on my head telling me to. But what is the new? Like, I don't get it. I'll share a small background of it with you, if you'd allow me to. Yeah,
Sure,
when I started off, when I came up with Meri Zindagi. 2012, people wanted me to change my image actually, because they used to tell me ke, yaar, with this kind of image, I don't think that you'll go far, because Pakistaniyon ke dimag mein ek aurat ka image hota hai. She has to look sexy, she has to look appealing to the men and all that. And I used to be like that. And I was like, this doesn't happen in the neighboring country that you follow so much. It doesn't happen there. You never see their singers acting in their soap operas. Do you see them? Do you see them acting in the sitcoms? You never do that. They are singing because because they have an industry. They have a music industry, which unfortunately we don't have anymore. So when it started, actually, I was like, okay, I'll give you an image. Okay? And I came up with this very androgynous looking video with 3 women. In a very, androgynous satire of har jagah jo tha, wo crane lagi hui thi, and cargo place pe we found this place, and
it was
Mehrin
so cool.
was on all the
like
drums and everything. Exactly. So मैंने भी start कर दिया और मैंने कहा चलिए जी आप start करें और सब कुछ. Then there was this promoter who came to me, now someone who's very big, So the song actually did really well, and it was one of the biggest hits of 2012. And I was looking for some concerts, of course, because I wanted to make a career out of this music thing. So the promoter, he came to me and he was like, जी मैं उस वक्त हम launch जो बड़ी in थी, क्योंकि वैसे concerts तो हो नहीं रहे थे, तो जो launch होता था, store launch, उस पे हमें gigs मिलते थे. So he came to me, was like, there is this launch and I want you to perform there. And I was like, okay, this is the amount that I'll charge. And he was like, nahi yaar, ye to bahut zyada hai, main to tum free mein aa jao, kyunki exposure bahut zyada hai. I was like, chalo theek hai yaar, lekin at least pay for my session players, because I'm not someone who just matlab, kyunki mujhe kuch, I'm a singer, I don't know how to play a guitar, I'm sorry, I don't. And I'm someone who's very lazy, so I just enjoy singing, I don't enjoy playing a guitar. ठीक है ना? So this is what I do. तो मैंने कहा कि यार मुझे नहीं आता, तो तुम्हें at least pay for my session players. और यार guitarist लेके आ जाओ. मैंने कहा तुमने मेरे गाने सुने? Have you seen the kind of sound that I have? मैं एक गिटारिस्ट लेके अनप्लग्ड करके मेरी जिंदगी गा रही हूँ, जो मैंने आज तक कभी म्यूजिक के बगैर भी नहीं गाया. People will be like, यार वीडियो में तो काफी डिफरेंट था गाना. Of course, audience will be like, what the hell is she singing? So
this is disrespecting here.
Exactly. So I'm telling, I'm coming there. I'm sorry, I'm taking my time. So uske baad, they were like, see, there is this another artist. She was an emerging artist at that time. Now someone who's very big, very new talent at that time. So they were like, we are getting her in this kind of amount that you're asking. I was like, and she's more appealing to the audience, and she didn't have a single original song at that time. Okay, she was just doing covers. So they were like, and not even a video. And they were like, and she has more followers on Instagram and Facebook. And I was like, Instagram to khair tha news time, and she has more followers on Facebook. And I was like, okay, then go ahead. Don't worry about me, because if it's written in her destiny, then it's gonna come to her. So it's okay. But this is wrong that you are not willing to pay me for my talent, and you're willing to pay someone who looks more appealing to you. So this was the thing. I was like, listen, this is my talent, this is my wish list, this is what I want to achieve in life. And so I made my wish list and I've achieved everything, alhamdulillah. So I was like, I'm not going to, this is my, my goal, my principles, and I'm not going to endorse myself, my body, and what am I having in the breakfast and what am I doing, because this is not what my talent is about. See, so I had this huge fight against the new thing, the new technology, that would say. But at the same time, I did realize, and which I do realize, is that putting your talent online for people, it's something that this is how we reach out to them now. Okay, because we don't have cassettes anymore, we don't have things like that anymore, and a lot of people, इसीलिए covers जो हैं वो इतने ज़्यादा लोगों को पसंद आना शुरू हो गए, because people they don't have the attention span anymore, and they don't have that kind of patience anymore to listen to new music. मतलब अगर मैंने अपना नया गाना जो है वो, अगर मैं वीडियो जब तक उसकी नहीं बनाऊंगी तब तक लोग नहीं सुनेंगे. मैं बैठ के अगर वो सिर्फ गुनगुना रही हूँ लाइव सेशन में, तो पीपल विल बी लाइक, अच्छा यार ये तो बोरिंग है, इसने हमारे कवर्स नहीं गाए, बस ठीक है यार चलो हमारी रिक्वेस्ट नहीं ली. एंड दिस इज एक्चुअली हैपेंड. So it's difficult for someone like me, actually.
Right. I get it. Definitely. So I wanted to ask you the same question, Natasha, because, I think you would be able to give another sort of like an insight and input to it. But I think I'll jump towards the next question, because there are so many other questions that I want to ask you guys as well. Okay. So the next question is going to be a very important and pertinent one, which is going to be about the third party. ठीक है? अब पाकिस्तान में record labels तो हैं नहीं, आपको पता है. Third party individuals भी नहीं हैं, companies भी नहीं, organizations भी नहीं हैं. So I really feel that we need something on the lines that could help our industry grow. Like recently, Fortnite did an amazing online concert. Are you guys following Fortnite? I'm sure that you are. So you would know what I'm talking about, right? So, I mean, almost all of the famous musicians and artists, all the rappers that got together, it's a huge billion-dollar industry, right? So they got together, they performed live in front of an audience, they garnered money. Do you think they're going anywhere? Is anyone helping out with this? What are we going to do as far as record labels are concerned, the third parties concerned in Pakistan? Karna kya hai is cheez ka? Hal bataye na, Natasha Noorani?
Yeah, बहुत कुछ करना है. That's the problem. But no, it's a very relevant question, because again हमने जो लफ्ज़ इस्तेमाल किया है इंडस्ट्री का, इसका मतलब क्या है, right? Let's break it down for people who aren't associated with it. It is कि एक तो आपका म्यूजिशियन है, आपका आर्टिस्ट है, आपका गाना है, समझ लें, वो ले लें. To get that out into the world, there is a PR department, there is a graphic design department, there is a visual department that will make your video, there is a marketing department that will get it branded or whatever. There is, again, this is what we would call then the ecosystem. All of these parts go into playing such a massive role. Anywhere else in the world, if you look at India, if you look at, if you go all the way across to America, etc. But looking closer to home, looking at even South Asian regions, agar aap wahan dekhen, you don't need to have, even in Europe, you don't have really big labels. Not everyone is signed on to Sony Music, right? Aapke paas chote labels bhi hote hain who are doing the work for you, right? Magar आजकल का जो ज़माना है, especially like Natasha ने जो बात की थी about this whole Twitter padda that was happening and people being like, हाँ सही बात है, that puts the entire burden onto the artist. कि artist एक तो गाना बनाए सोच के एक heartfelt, like something that would connect with another human being on that level. वो तो उस level पे सोच रहे हैं ना गाना बनाते हुए, even if they're making a pop or a rock song, right? वो करके then they have to suddenly switch into like a business suit and be like, अस्सलाम वालेकुम sir, ये मेरा 3 मिनट 40 सेकंड का गाना है और इसमें मैंने 4 लिपस्टिकें पहनी हुई हैं और आप देख लें कि ये बड़ा अच्छा है और ये मेरा vibe है. It's and it's so unfair to put that onto just be artist ke aap why and that's the general narrative jo aapke again general people mein chal raha hai. I'm not even talking about industry members. It is, and although industry members ki bhi I'll speak about that, but it is ki yaar tum log to kar hi nahi, tum kidhar advertising ki, mere paas nahi hai credit card jo main dollar spend karu on to like mess with the Facebook algorithm. I don't have money to sponsor it. I also मुझे शर्म भी आती है कि मैं लोगों से कहूँ यार मेरा पोस्ट शेयर कर दो, यार मेरा ये शेयर कर दो. Like एक तो you put in that effort, you create a product, you create an experience or what you feel is an experience. And ठीक है, I don't expect, for example, my English songs to resonate with like an audience of 100 million in Pakistan. But you know, or even any of these things. लेकिन जो छोटा मेरा niche audience हो सकता है, I don't have access to that. आपने जो Fortnite की बात की थी, Fortnite basically ये video game है जिसके अंदर एक live concert किया था.
Thanks to my nephews. I never knew it existed. Then I had to download that freaking app.
Absolutely. Drake का जब Hotline Bling निकला था, उसपे इतने सारे memes निकले थे, right? Like, so I had seen the memes before I'd heard the songs. This isn't just an accident. This isn't just by chance. ये design किया हुआ होता है many
deliberate. Yes.
Exactly. TikTok right now is your biggest. In fact, even now, even though I don't own TikTok, because with TikTok videos Instagram पे आ जाती हैं, I get my music from TikTok. And that's such a weird phenomenon, but that's what's happening. But that's, I mean, ये सोच समझ के किसी ने बैठ के एक कमरे में प्लान किया था कि यार जब मेरा गाना आएगा उसके साथ मैं एक डांस बनाऊंगी and then I'll get all these, you know, people to do it. मगर वो सिर्फ अकेले आर्टिस्ट ने नहीं किया, right? So in terms of again, what is to be done? ये जो आपके इकोसिस्टम और इंडस्ट्री के जो सारे pieces हैं, these are missing. Artists और music की कमी नहीं है. The thing that, you know, upsets me the most, you know, kind of just makes me want to punch somebody when they say it. They're like, यार music का कोई हाल नहीं है, revive करो. And I'm like, I'm sorry. आप कान खोल के जाएं किसी भी सड़क पे, किसी भी घर में, किसी भी whatever में, everyone is listening to some kind of music, 100%. Be your artist. I can't begin to tell you how many they are. For the festival, we get over 300 demos from across Pakistan. तो हमारे पास गुंजाइश ही होती है 10-15 लोगों की, वो that's on our end. Resources भी कम है. It's not like we're earning money off of that as well. But the idea is you have so much talent and so much original talent. Cover artists bhi aapke hain, but so much original talent that is not being heard. So until you have, whether it comes in the shape of a record label, maybe that idea is outdated now. Maybe all you need is like a, you know, jo modeling agencies ya jo drama log dekh rahe hote hain, right? Like you see all these drama fan pages and all of that. वो एक पूरा एक system बना हुआ है. So if I could just, you know, take those people and, you know, kind of grab them and use them for my music, I don't think that is impossible to ask for, right? So the resources, the education, the skill set exists in Pakistan 100%, but it's definitely too much burden on the artist. And one more thing I want to say just really quickly, sorry for taking so much time, is that within the industry, both, you know, for young musicians and especially for young female musicians, it is very hard to break that glass ceiling, right? So if an older artist does not understand your music because आप वही गाने नहीं बजा रहे तो जो शायद 20 साल पहले की उनके समझ में हो, and it's a little different, they're going to be like, यार are you sure, इसका क्या फायदा होगा, कोई सुनेगा भी नहीं, ये तो असली गाने नहीं है, सुर ताल क्या है ये, what is this?
I'm so glad you talked about this because this was my next question.
Yeah, like again, sorry to like, I really want to hear what the other girls also think about this, because in my experience, every time I'm like, look, this is groundbreaking music, listen to it, even if it's not mine, like other people's, they're just like, and how do you respond to that, right? How do you engage with somebody who's not listening? How do you engage with somebody who's not literally listening to you or to the music? So sara burden comes on the artist, sari gaaliyan artist ko milti hai, and industry mein jo log hain wo cha jate hain. So I mean, I guess that's my understanding of the situation so far. Sorry for
brilliant insight, Miss Noorani. Brilliant insight. I really enjoyed it. So this brings me to my next question, but before that we have a couple of questions for you guys. Okay, so we've got a message from Kashf Shah, and he says that we've seen studios to battle the bands, feasts to music meets. What do you see in the next big game changer after this pandemic is over? Okay, let me just rephrase it a little bit. Okay, so basically he wants to say that, you know, there have been a lot of different musical platforms, but what would be the game changer after the pandemic is over, apart from these usual suspects? Who wants to take that up?
I think
I don't
Natasha
know
should.
what will be the. If I
Miss
think I'm
Nurani or
the only
Natasha
one
B?
who's not.
Should go for
I'll
it,
just
big,
say,
please.
like, but the only thing is, I let others. I want to see others take on this right now. I'm just speaking because कब से हाँ मैं चुप थी तो सब यही बोलेंगे मैं चुप थी. But the
नहीं,
question
अगला
that you've
सवाल आपका
given
नहीं
me,
था.
yeah.
ना करें.
But
हाँ.
I would love to see other people's take also, because right now, the minute just जब से pandemic आया है, I am kind of like, मैं थोड़ी सी short sighted हो गई हूँ. मुझे नहीं अंदाजा हो रहा कि how things are going to be, because already things were not in a very बोलते ना कि organized place. बस हो रही थी चीजें. थोड़ी मतलब it was like everywhere, बस हो रहा है कुछ ना कुछ. कोई एक certain वो नहीं है, कोई channel नहीं है, कुछ proper नहीं है. Already कुछ proper नहीं था, और अब pandemic के बाद तो चीजें और ज्यादा. अब हमारी कोई industry, तो मैं इसको industry नहीं बोलती. Music industry is not an industry. तो अब मुझे बिल्कुल अंदाजा नहीं है पेंडेमिक के बाद क्या होगा, क्योंकि इस वक्त लाइक इन दिस पेंडेमिक आल्सो आर्टिस्ट मुझे लग रहा है जितना सफर कर रहा है उतना आई हाईली डाउट कि कोई कर रहा हो. एंड आर्टिस्ट के पीछे जो बेचारे जो ग्राउंड लेवल पे आपके साथ काम कर रहे होते हैं, उनका इस वक्त क्या हाल हो रहा है, वी आर अवेयर ऑफ दैट. द ओनली थिंग दैट आई वुड लाइक टू हाईलाइट हियर इज के I don't know about the other arts council, but Karachi Arts Council, they are still, the sweetest thing about them is that they're calling artists and they're like, "Ke, aap theek hain, koi masla to nahi hai." So they're checking on every one of us, and
That's so
if
nice.
we have an issue. Yeah. So अगर कोई मसला है, तो they are providing you with some like, amount or ration. So they are providing that. पर ये लोग भी बेचारे कब तक करेंगे? तो मतलब एक यही चीज है जिसने मुझे थोड़ा सा होपफुल रखा हुआ है कि चलो कोई तो है जो पूछ रहा है, at least. So I think to me, I am really short-sighted. मुझे लगता है मैं काफी demotivate चल रही हूँ. तो I would like to hear others hear कि what they see after pandemic क्या हो रहा है. तो I'm sure कि Natasha Noorani has an answer for that, or maybe Faiza
But
Mujahid.
you know what? I'll tell you something. This Kashf very smartly asked a question which wraps up the entire theme, because that is what the theme is all about. The new normal way forward. So having said that, I think let's come towards the end of the discussion as well, so that we can conclude it further. So the new normal way forward, I think one of the things that Natasha mentioned that I also penned down was that music is relative. And I think कि वो हम बस कर दें कहना कि भाई वो हमारे जमाने में क्या गाने थे, हमारे जमाने में क्या आर्टिस्ट थे. I think we need to stop doing that. We need to change the narrative and accept people for who they are, because they're going to be coming up with their own ideas, experimentation, and their own flavor and sound and identity to their music. So Miss Noorani, I think I'll start with you for this time around. Then we'll be jumping towards Faiza Mujahid as well. So how do you think we can change this narrative? What is the way forward for that?
I think I'm going to flip this around and put it on the audience. अब मैं उनकी जिम्मेदारी लगा रही हूँ कि find, I know it's hard, but it's not impossible. हमें भी मौसीकी मिल जाता है कहीं ना कहीं से. I mean, start following these excellent women like Natasha, Faiza, Natasha Mehra, Jazz, Hania Aslam, all of these people, because A, they're excellent. B, they will get you to the great music. But one is come to terms with the fact that if you want music, if you want good music, you will have to start learning to pay for it. That doesn't mean आप 5,000 रुपए का ticket दें हमें just to watch us, sing a song. It just means let's all kind of figure out a way that you are learning that there's a value to money, there's a value to money, but a value to the music that is being made and the time and effort that artists are putting in. So ek to ye zimmedari. Dusri, I think it has to be that like Natasha said, we're still adapting. I also think if I plan 6 months ahead, I will have a panic attack and I won't be able to do anything. I will be paralyzed. And I've tried, and I truly have come to that conclusion, because if we can take it a month at a time, a day at a time as an artist, it's much easier. So in that, it would be great it's not that hard to follow somebody. It's not that hard to kind of share somebody's music or to make that effort. Ab thode se sab bele ho chuke hain, you're not going out that much, you're not doing any of that. So for the people who have the privilege, it would be great to start scouring through music. 91 does an excellent job of, finding new music as well. There's a bunch of websites that exist. Twitter, Instagram, all of these things are there. And hopefully, I think all of us should be able to collaborate to get each other's music out. But the way forward now is just helping us plan. It's now on the audience to not be like, yaar, main nahi kar sakta, I can't pay. I think that the audience needs to step up your game.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Faisal,
that.
I'll come to you now with the, I think the third last question for our session today. That I was just reading about, what the artists, the singers and musicians in the UK are doing. And it's very interesting, the campaign is called #LetTheMusicPlay. And I'm sure that all of you have read about it, you've seen it as well. And it is basically, if I'm not mistaken, a £5 billion industry, and everyone's talking about it, from Sir Paul McCartney to Ed Sheeran to Billie Eilish, and everyone's come together. They're appealing to the UK government to do something to save their industry in tough times, because the industry has given a lot of jobs to people. They've garnered a lot of money, and now they're in need of a flow of money during the pandemic crisis. So do you think कि हमें भी कुछ पाकिस्तान में, apart from all the points that Natasha mentioned, appeal karni chahiye government ko by forming a community or doing something on that level here in Pakistan?
Yeah, that's exactly what was coming to my mind when both Natasha, they were talking, and that's exactly what I see. The way forward is that we have to help each other. I would put it on the audience as well, but come on यार, हम कैसे, हमारी कॉम क्या है यार, पता तो है, SOPs नहीं फॉलो कर सकते तो हमें कहाँ पैसे मिलेंगे यार, ठीक है?
I love the frank discussion.
Exactly, तो मतलब because मुझे पता है, ठीक है ना, मैं बहुत देर से इस इंडस्ट्री में हूँ, I've tasted each and every, like, सब कुछ हमने देख लिया हुआ है. हम 2005 से रो रहे हैं यार, पैसे दे दो, पैसे दे दो. तो पहले रिकॉर्ड लेबल से कहते थे, फिर ऑडियंस से कहते थे, अब प्रमोटर से कहते हैं, फिर उसके अब जी जो लोग हमारे लिए कॉन्सर्ट्स करवा रहे हैं उनसे कहते रहते हैं. I think we should really, really help each other, and that is exactly how we can do. I think जो हमारे ऐसे stars हैं जो कि अपना एक नाम बना चुके हैं म्यूजिक में, they need to step up their game. They have to stop thinking about money for it. I think they should, तो क्योंकि वो बना चुके हैं बहुत पैसे, ठीक है ना, बहुत पैसा बना चुके हैं वो. They should actually collaborate, ठीक है ना, because people are willing to pay money for them, ठीक है?
Right.
I'm sorry, मैं
Yeah.
मानती हूँ इस बात को. I know the reality कि अगर मेरा एक लाइव सेशन, एक लाइव कॉन्सर्ट with another junior artist चल रहा होगा, तो nobody will pay for it, ठीक है ना? क्योंकि मैंने इतने कॉन्सर्ट्स नहीं किए, not a lot of people know me, ठीक है ना, मेरे गाने सुने होंगे लेकिन they won't pay for me. तो हमें इस तरह की कोलैबोरेशंस करनी चाहिए. People like, मतलब जिनके नाम है बड़े बड़े, they should collaborate with young artists, with unknown artists, and उस कॉन्सर्ट, लाइव कॉन्सर्ट्स के ऊपर टिकट लगनी चाहिए. So मतलब आप अपने ऑडियंस को भी इंगेज कर रहे हैं, but at the same time you're helping your junior artist who's suffering as well at the same time, ठीक है ना? So I think it is time for humanity now. हमने इस पेंडेमिक में यही सीखा, और हम इसीलिए कहते हैं, हम अल्लाह का शुक्र है हम बच गए, हम पाकिस्तानी इसलिए बच गए क्योंकि हम बहुत ज्यादा राशन दे रहे हैं. आई थिंक हम इसलिए भी बच सकते हैं कि हम ह्यूमैनिटी भी बहुत ज्यादा करें और दूसरी फील्ड्स में भी करें. तो ये भी बहुत जरूरी है. रादर देन जस्ट गिविंग आउट राशंस टू एवरीवन, आई थिंक इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट कि हमारी जॉब भी रहे, ठीक है, और साथ में हमें राशन हम खुद ही ले लें इस चीज का, जो हमें जॉब्स मिलती रहे.
I want to add something to it because Faiza ने एक जो बात की कि जो हमारे जिनके नाम पे टिकट बिकते हैं, वो लोग एक्चुअली कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं सैडली, क्योंकि मुझे लग रहा है जो कर रहे हैं वो खुद बेचारे स्ट्रगलर्स हैं. लाइक नताशा नूरानी को अगर आप लेते हैं, वो LMM इतना बड़ा माशाल्लाह से मतलब एक इवेंट चलाती हैं जहाँ पे कितने नए आर्टिस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म मिलता है. Because I am also one of them. Thanks to Natasha for this platform, because I was really new and for the first time I got a chance to showcase my talent there. So people like her who मतलब खुद मतलब अपना नाम बना रहे हैं, लेकिन साथ साथ देखो मतलब वो मतलब एक नए आर्टिस्ट को भी चांस दे रहे हैं. तो यही काम एक स्पेशलिस्ट आर्टिस्ट जिन्होंने इतना पैसा बनाया है, सीरियसली उनसे कैसे नहीं हो सकता है. आई एम श्योर नताशा goes through a lot of troubles when she is arranging these kinds of events, क्योंकि उसके लिए स्पॉन्सर चाहिए होता है, पता नहीं कितने मुझे नहीं
she
पता
replies to my
this
text
off.
after like 2 weeks of that music concert.
Yeah,
Okay, that music festival.
I don't know how she pulls this off, but you know, salute to her, क्योंकि बहुत इस तरह की अगर चीजें हमारे सीनियर आर्टिस्ट अगर सीरियसली करना चाहें नए जनरेशन के लिए, नए जनरेशन आर्टिस्ट के लिए, तो बहुत कुछ हो सकता है. We can't expect anything from the audience, but with our own industry, अपने जो among us, जो हम एक दूसरे के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं. मतलब I'm running Lal series, but Lal series जो production house है, that is not only for me. I actually founded Lal series with my friend for the fact कि when I was a new artist, तो मुझे 10 लोगों की 10 चीजें पता चल, 10 लोग मेरे 10 तरह से कान भरते थे, जिसकी वजह से मैं थोड़ी सी डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाती थी. I didn't know which way was right. ठीक है, I was scattered. I don't want that thing for other new upcoming people, upcoming talented artists कि वो आए और फिर वो बेचारे स्कैटर हो जाए या फैल, मतलब बिल्कुल एक गाफिल हो जाते हैं वो. ठीक है, सो आई वांट देम के वो एक इवन लाइक इन माय प्रोडक्शन हाउस व्हेन दे कम, हम लोग उनके भी गाने बना रहे हैं. हालांकि मैं कौन होती हूँ, मुझे लगता है लगता है नहीं, डेफिनेटली आई एम स्टिल अ वेरी स्ट्रगलिंग आर्टिस्ट. हर जगह जाके अपना आपको प्रूव करना पड़ता है. ठीक है, मतलब इतना कुछ करने के बावजूद आपको अपना आपको बहुत ज्यादा प्रूव करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि I don't know, because it's about numbers apparently. So maybe I don't have millions. That is the reason I have to keep on proving myself. Before Coke Studio, मुझे ये prove करना पड़ता था कि मैं singer हूँ. After Coke Studio, I got the certificate of being a professional singer. So you know, it's just that it is very very sad कि our seniors are not doing anything at all. And मुझे नहीं पता reason क्या है, और मुझे ये देख के दुख भी होता है, लेकिन शुक्र है कि ऐसे नताशा नूरानी जैसे लोग हैं जो नए लोगों को प्लेटफॉर्म देने की पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं. सो या मैन, आई जस्ट विश के ये चीज अगर वो ज्यादा करें जिनका नाम है, तो ये बहुत कुछ हो सकता है इस इंडस्ट्री में.
No, बिल्कुल, definitely. I think you have a point, because this is also one of my points that empathy is very important, और यही चीज हमें quarantine में भी सिखाई गई है. Now, the second last question that I have is going to be on a very important subject, which I think really needs to happen in Pakistan as well: virtual concerts. Now, virtual concerts are happening around the world. There are different technologies that are taking place as well, and different technologies because of which people are making use of them and then holding those virtual concerts. Abhi tak Pakistan mein, I have not really seen a brand or a company stepping up and making this happen. So do you think virtual concerts are going to become the reality in the future?
Well, I think हाँ, कौन बोल रहे हैं? फाइजा?
नहीं,
बोलो.
No, when you said the sponsor thing, तो मेरे दिल से एक और बात आ गई अचानक से, तो मैंने बोला मैं बोल दूं इससे पहले कि मैं भूल जाऊं. It's just that कि I highly doubt कि यहाँ पे कोई virtual concert के कोई sponsor आएगा, क्योंकि sadly I don't know, I can't name some people, but हुआ था जब शुरू में, जब pandemic, जब lockdown शुरू हुआ था, तो इसी दौरान कुछ ब्रांड्स आए, बहुत ही मतलब बड़े नाम वाले ब्रांड्स, और उन्होंने कहा कि आप हमारे पेज से लाइव जाएं, कुछ सेशन करें, बट दे डिडंट पे मी एनी मनी फॉर दैट, यू नो. दे वर लाइक कि हमारे पास पैसे नहीं. मतलब आप शर्म की बात है अगर आप ये कह रहे हैं कि आपके पास पैसे नहीं है. द रीजन व्हाई आई वेंट ऑन दैट पेज, वो मेरा अपना रीजन था. मैंने बोला ठीक है, मैं चली जाती हूँ, क्योंकि लॉकडाउन हो गया था. वो एक रेलेवेंस होती है सोशल मीडिया की, जब आप नहीं दिखते तो आप बिल्कुल यू डाई डाउन. सो फॉर दैट रीजन आई वाज लाइक फाइन डूड, आई विल जस्ट गो. But this is not right. And you know, there's this group of music जिसमें ये बात हुई थी, जिसमें एक दूसरे को बोला जा रहा था कि we need to boycott such things. But the problem is, even if we stand up, these brands are not understanding, and it's just too sad कि वो लोग फ्री में काम निकलवा रहे हैं आर्टिस्ट से. So I highly doubt कि यहाँ पे कोई virtual concert का कोई इस तरह का कोई
But Natasha, that's what I feel. I completely agree with you, and that's why I feel it's very important for us to build a community. You know, they say that the music has a fraternity, but I doubt that we have a fraternity. You know, we need to build that community, and I think one way of doing that is...
Yeah, because we call it a fraternity, लेकिन जब बात लड़ने की आती है तो सब बिल्कुल अलग अलग हो जाते हैं कि नहीं, ये हमारा मसला नहीं है, या ये उसका मसला नहीं है. फिर एक और जंग शुरू हो जाती है सीनियर्स और जूनियर्स की. बिकॉज आई रिमेम्बर देयर वाज दिस मेरे जनरेशन की सिंगर ने मुझे बोला था कि नताशा, all these big artists are asking me to boycott such a brand, what should I do? I myself told her, you know what, मैंने उसको बोला they should let them do it, because you know वो बड़े लोग हैं, उनकी बात ज़्यादा उनको समझ आएगी, rather than us saying to the brand कि we boycott you. But brands will be like, yeah, go on, because nobody knows you. तो हमें क्या फर्क पड़ता है? But all these big artists need to do that. मतलब अफसोस की बात है, ये सारे बड़े आर्टिस्ट हमें पकड़ के कह रहे हैं कि आप लोग क्यों बाइकआउट नहीं करते, आप लोग क्यों जबान नहीं उठाते. यार आप उठा लेना हमारे लिए, क्योंकि हम तो मजबूर हैं, हम तो we are still like nobody for like so many people. So I think if you start doing it, so it will work. So it's just
sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
Bade,
Yeah, go for it, Faiz.
From Natasha actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
Senior artist के बड़े artist, क्योंकि बड़ा दोनों बहुत different चीज़ है.
बड़े artist से मतलब senior, हाँ senior. I will say senior.
मैं senior हूँ, but बड़ी उस तरह से नहीं हूँ, like बड़ी.
Faiza is brutal today.
Yeah.
Bade.
Let's keep it bade.
The rich one.
Let's keep it bade.
The rich one.
The rich one. Yeah.
Who
But
have
again,
made a lot of money out of Pakistan.
Money. Exactly. मैंने यार बड़े honestly 2005 देखा जाए तो ज़ेब और हानिया मेरे बाद आए थे, but at the same time वही वाली बात है कि ज़ेब और हानिया के आगे भी जो लोग आए हैं उन्होंने उनसे बहुत ज्यादा कमाया है, ठीक है ना. सो इट डिपेंड्स एक्चुअली कि आप बड़े आर्टिस्ट किसको कह रहे हो. यहाँ पे बड़े आर्टिस्ट वो हैं जिनको
Let's just say कि we talk about money.
हाँ,
Commercially successful
exactly.
artists.
Sophie, virtual concerts का my take on it is basically that आपके बिल्कुल वर्चुअल कॉन्सर्ट्स होंगे, क्योंकि जिस तरह आपके पहले भी कॉन्सर्ट्स होते थे उसी तरह आपके वर्चुअल कॉन्सर्ट्स होंगे. क्या वो वर्चुअल कॉन्सर्ट्स हमारे होंगे? नहीं, ठीक है, उन्हीं के होंगे जिनके ऊपर टिकट या फिर जिनको स्पॉन्सर्स जो हैं वो लेना
चाहते हैं. तो कह रहे हैं that is why we having this discussion.
Exactly. अब मैं आपको यही वो हम लोग यही बात कर रहे हैं इस वक्त. यही जो मेरी बात थी वो ये थी, आपकी कम्युनिटी ही आपका ख्याल नहीं कर रही. आपकी कम्युनिटी में ही इतनी ज्यादा राइवलरी है, इतनी ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, ठीक है ना, कि आप एक दूसरे को आप सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे. ठीक है, मैं आई एम सॉरी, मैंने ये चीज यंग जितने भी आर्टिस्ट हैं, वी हैव अ ग्रुप, Natasha knows that, we all are a part of it, and I've seen them actually encouraging each one, which is a very good thing in this young talent which is coming out. They listen to each other's music, ठीक है, लेकिन वही वाली प्रॉब्लम है कि when they need acknowledgement from their seniors, they get the acknowledgement, but at the same time they'll get an acknowledgement उसी तरह से, हाँ भाई बहुत अच्छा है, very nice, that's it. ठीक है ना भाई, अगर पसंद आ रहा है तो शेयर करो, इस चीज को शाउट आउट दे दो, क्या प्रॉब्लम, कितनी मतलब कितनी देर लगेगी इस चीज में. जिस तरह मतलब we see actors doing that to each other यार, किसी की मतलब दोस्तियां होती हैं, किसी का नया ड्रामा आ रहा होता है तो लोग कहते हैं प्लीज गो एंड वॉच इट, प्लीज गो एंड वॉच दिस फिल्म. मेरे एक्टर की, आपने कभी किसी सिंगर को देखा है यार मेरी फ्रेंड का गाना आ रहा है या मेरी फ्रेंड का एल्बम आ रहा है, जाके सुने, या उसका कॉन्सर्ट आ रहा है, गो एंड बाय टिकट्स और डू दिस डू, नो वी डोंट डू दैट. और आप ब्रांड्स की बात कर रहे हैं, मुझे तो लगता है ब्रांड्स ने ही हमारी म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री उड़ा दी है. आई एम रियली सॉरी, ठीक है, क्योंकि ब्रांड्स उन्हीं को सपोर्ट करते हैं जिनके, वही वाली बात, दे आर जस्ट, दे नीड मनी यार, ठीक है ना. आपकी म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री उड़ाने वाले ही लोग हैं जिन्होंने हमें प्रोडक्ट्स बना दिए रादर देन मेकिंग अस, मतलब हम टैलेंट हैं, हम आपके प्रोडक्ट्स नहीं है. तो मेरी तो प्रॉब्लम ही यही है कि हम प्रोडक्ट्स बन चुके हैं फॉर देम. यार ये सेलेबल है, ये सेलेबल नहीं है, ठीक है ना, मतलब हम प्रोडक्ट्स हैं.
I'm sorry about that. Actually, we were just talking about technologies, and here we go. We get a call on WhatsApp, and everything just crumbles. Anyway, so thank you so much for sharing all these emotions and your thoughts and ideas. But here's another question before we say goodbye to everybody. Now, we were talking about virtual concerts. We were talking about empathy. We were talking about taking step forward and doing something for our community as well. Ooh, I just remembered. Natasha, do you want to add something to this question of virtual concerts?
No, I think everyone's hit my emotions very well. Bilkul.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay, great. So, the thing is that whenever we have any kind of a meeting or an event and we talk about things, we love talking about it. This is, I have a bone to pick with this. Like, we love talking about this on the social media. We can start a trend, we can use a hashtag, and then there's no action. There's no call to action, there's no implementation, there's no execution. Even while I was about to start on this session, I had a word with the management as well. I had a word with Iftikhar and Mahrukh as well, and I was like, you know what, I just don't want to do a regular session in which I'm just asking people's opinions. I want to do something which has a tangible effect, something which is implemented. So jitne bhi hum log points aaj note down karenge, let's have a rain check. Okay, let's make sure that we work towards all these points and we come up with something which is conclusive. So with that, we have a few questions. Natasha, आपके लिए एक सवाल आया है. It's been sent by somebody, Mr. Miss Anonymous, who says, for Natasha Noorani, how does she plan on holding a Lahore Music Meet in this lockdown?
Okay, so first off, since we're talking about LMM and everyone's given such kind words for it, I do also want to acknowledge that it's not just me. Zara Paracha is very much there. Munize Sinai. It's a team effort. I am not the sole person behind this. B, पता नहीं, पता चल जाएगा जब हम समझ लेंगे. Right now, we're lucky that we managed to get a festival in earlier before Corona happened, and it was fantastic. We had 20,000 people attending, and huge for us. But abhi hum 2 times leke isko thoda figure out karte hain. Will give us some time.
Lovely. I also remember having a conversation with Zara, and she was telling me that, Sophie, we get so many emails and calls and text messages in which a lot of new and aspiring musicians and artists tell us that, we feel that this is our second home, and we feel safe, and we feel that we own it. That's the kind of feeling that makes us feel very comfortable in our zone. And I think this is the kind of community that we should be building, a safe space for people to, just vent out their creative emotions. Why not?
Absolutely.
Okay, Ji. Fatma Ali says a question for whenever you guys think is possible to answer. Given this time where digital interaction is more encouraged and we have greater connectivity remotely than ever before, what do you think that aspiring musicians can do to have a significant impact in terms of contributing to the musical culture, to their own success, helping themselves and other people to create a platform like LMM, but digital? So it's not on ground, but it's digital.
Is this
so kind of like LMM online?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not that hard. Get a couple of artists, promise that you pay them, like make sure that the artist is paid, and curate. I think the biggest thing that like people think is a mystery about LMM or any festival, because there's a lot of people doing some great work. There's Salt Arts in Karachi. Lal Series has also done some excellent work in like showcasing new talent as well. Like the idea at the end of the day is ke curation, what that word means is ke jahan 100 artists hain, like I'm not going to go through 100 YouTube videos. Even if I love Pakistani music, I'm not going to sit through 100 music videos until I get through it. If someone can give me like the top 10, that's why these charts matter, right? Like that's why these charts were a big deal, is because I didn't have to listen to 50 songs. I just needed to listen to 10. If I can listen to 10 new songs a week, or 5 new artists a week, or a month even, let's be realistic, right? It's very possible, especially when the major thing is community. I mean, if you can figure out a way to make money by doing virtual festivals, amazing. But make sure that initially it's not about running after the profit, because we have people doing that. We've got companies and corporations who are profit minded. The main thing needs to be that I would encourage people to take on the burden. Start off with your schools. If you're like a 14-15-year-old, I know that you are surrounded with young rappers and singers and artists. Aap apna school ka ek chota sa festival karo, and then so on and so forth. So whatever small community, it doesn't need to be massive. The first festival we did, like 2,000 people showed up. And that was over the course of 2 days. Like it wasn't anybody, right? And things like that. So it takes time to grow, but it's really not that hard to engage with communities around you. Do what's easy. Don't do what's complicated. Don't try to overdo it. Just find 2-3 artists that you can help promote. Agar aap mein abhi himmat hai jahan aap apne doston ko promote kar sakte hain, not just by sharing it on Instagram, but by being like, yo, I'm going to make a platform and then take it forward. Because we need a Pakistan where there's a festival happening every weekend. That's the world we live in, whether it's virtual, whether it's on ground.
Absolutely, and also I feel we need to be consistent in our approach as well. ये नहीं कि एक दिन जुनून चढ़ा है और अगले दिन बंदा भूल जाए, which is very normal for us, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
कौन करे अब, forget it. Who wants to do it again? Consistency भी तो दिखाए ना, अब बातें तो सारे करते हैं. Okay, so another question that we have is from Hassan, who says that how many top charts programs are airing these days? Okay, Hassan,
Not at all.
the sad
radio
answer to this. रेडियो पर है, टीवी पर तो कोई नहीं, not that I know of, but I might
But I think you're doing one, Sophie, you're doing one on PTV,
Yes.
right?
ये
Yeah.
मैं बोलने लगी थी, except for one which is our national television, PTV के ऊपर होता है Signature Tunes के नाम से. That is the only chart show that I know of. I don't think there's
Yes.
any other chart show as well. So Maria Jabin from Hunza, in these digital times, I would like to see more collaborations with artists from different languages and culture in Pakistan, or maybe learn new language and sing together. It would be quite interesting. That's fun.
That's fun. We're trying our best to do that, by the way. But main music चले तो फिर दूसरे language में बंदा आया ना. Problem.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
You know, it is, Sophie, let me tell you, like, I would, क्योंकि हुंजा का नाम आया तो मैं बता दूं. You know, there are a lot of people from Hunza who keeps writing to me ke why don't you make songs in Brushesky, although I've made one only. पर मेरा टेक यही होता है कि भाईजान पहले मैं जरा मेन स्ट्रीम जिस मकसद से आई हूँ वो कंक्वायर कर लूं, and then I would love to do Brushesky music, but first let me gather all the audience ताकि फिर मैं उन तक वो Brushesky language पहुंचा सकूं. So right now it's all about gathering all those audience. और जहाँ तक वो म्यूजिक चार्ट्स की बात जो नताशा ने की, उस पे भी मैं बताना चाहूंगी, क्योंकि ये मैंने अभी सिर्फ प्लान किया, अभी तक एग्जीक्यूट नहीं किया है, एंड आई थिंक कल मंडे कल आई एम सपोज टू डू दिस वन थिंग, क्योंकि ये मैंने बड़े छोटे स्केल में सोचा था, लेकिन फिर लाल सीरीज में माय को workers they were like make it a little bigger, so I was like fine. तो वो छोटी चीज मैंने ये सोची थी कि जितनी भी amount of audience मेरे पास है Instagram पे specifically, मैंने सोचा था कि मैं उनके साथ aside like putting aside my music, मैं उनके साथ ये शेयर करूं कि what kind of music I am listening to, कि तो आज का top 5 मैं ये सुन रही हूँ, and शर्त ये है कि it should be all new Pakistani artists. तो then one of co-worker from Lal series, he was like, you know what, let's just make a YouTube content about this. So I might be coming up with a YouTube content जिसमें मैं अपनी listening बताऊंगी कि top 5 गाने मैं क्या सुन रही हूँ. I'm just catering it to my audience. छोटा छोटा बोलते हैं ना, कतरा कतरा दरिया बनता है. So this is what I've been planning to do, and let's see how it goes. But so far सोचा है मैंने, तो क्योंकि मुझे इस बात की फ्रस्ट्रेशन अक्सर होती है कि इतने सारे आर्टिस्ट हैं जिनके गाने मैं सुनती हूँ, लेकिन उनके गाने लोगों को दूर दूर तक नहीं पता. तो अपना म्यूजिक तो दूर की बात है, एटलीस्ट आप दूसरों का मतलब शुरू तो हो एटलीस्ट कि हमारे जनरेशन का कोई म्यूजिक सुनना शुरू करे, कि आप जब किसी के कॉन्सर्ट में जाओ तो एटलीस्ट यू कैन सिंग अलोंग, you know when you are at someone's concert and someone's performing, even like in LMM, if a new artist is performing, there are very less people who are singing along, because to them it's a new music. तो वो जो singing along वाला concept है ना, it has gone. Like to me also, when जब मैं जबरदस्ती भी अपना original गा रही होती हूँ, तो अब जाके शायद थोड़ा बहुत people have started singing along, but initially जब आप कोई नया गाना गाते थे तो बड़ी ऑकवर्डनेस होती थी, क्योंकि वही बात होती है जो फायजा ने कहा कि लोग कवर सुनना ज्यादा पसंद करते हैं, लोगों के अंदर पेशेंस नहीं है. सो या तो आई एम थिंकिंग टू डू दिस कि मेरी लिसनिंग में लोगों तक पहुंचाने की कोशिश करूं. सो लेट्स सी हाउ इट विल गो, बट जब तक क्वारंटाइन है और कुछ करने का
That's a great idea. So I think it's time for us to say goodbye as well. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. All of you are powerhouses of talent.
Thank you so much for having us.
And my pleasure. So I just jotted down a few points that we discussed overall, which you feel is the way forward, the new normal for Pakistani music. Number one, jo Natasha ne mentioned kiya tha, that I think is very important, is to pay up. The audience needs to spend some money, and that is the only way that can help the music industry as well. The second point is what Faiza also mentioned, that big artists should step up and show some kind of empathy. Big artists should actually come into the game again and help the junior artists, along the way as well. The third point, which I want to focus on, is we have to understand that the future is digital. We have to adapt to new technology. So Faiza, I know you hate it, but sometimes you need to adapt to certain changes in life, which are for your own benefit. So I feel that, if we talk about virtual concerts, if you talk about doing something on the digital landscape, we have to learn to adapt to new technologies and get out of our comfort zones and do something which is beneficial in the long run, I think, holistically speaking. The last one, which I think Natasha Baig suggested, was baby steps. And I think that's a brilliant way that aap apne platform ke through, chahe wo chota ho, bada ho, your own target market, you can help make a difference. I got a message from Afshan. She says, how come there's no singing with such powerhouses of talent? And I agree. So I think jate jate kuch gunguna to de.
Nay, you can't get it for free. That's the standard.
Yeah, baby, I like that. Achha, so here's what I feel we should do. Natasha, before we sign out, so maybe you can talk a little bit about, what's in the pipeline for 2020 and 2021. And Natasha Baig and Faiza can just sing a few lines before we say goodbye.
Sure. I am figuring this out. I don't know. I don't know what's in the pipeline for 20.
I want her to sing. Sorry, I want you to sing.
Sir, it costs the monies. This is the corona.
Yeah,
time.
Why
We are not doing
why
this.
are we
Stream my
gonna
music
sing
so I
for
earn
free?
money. That's what we're gonna do. Stream my music on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud.
So Natasha, you know what I want you to talk about? What Natasha is doing is something very relevant. I don't think that anyone has ever done that. So basically, remember how I introduced you?
Yeah.
Ethnomusicologist. So talk a little bit about that kind of work that you're doing. It's very interesting.
So super quickly, because I don't want to take away time from anyone else. Basically, an ethnomusicologist is someone who studies the relationship between music and culture, which honestly, all of us as musicians do all the time, trying to find out what our musical roots are, what our history is, finding our space within this entire music landscape. So a lot of the work that I've been doing along with a lot of other people has been to set up something called Peshkash, which is a small part of finding and curating different historical aspects of Pakistani music. So looking at what pop music was in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and like bringing our culture back to us, because wo sab kuch mit gaya hai. Jis tarah hum bhi saath as we make music, hum bhi mitte ja rahe hain. That's also definitely been kind of erased from my history, and generally hamari sakafat mein wo never comes up in a conversation. So I think that's the kind of work that I'm doing. So yeah, definitely just lots of cassettes and records and making sure that people know what their musical history is in Pakistan and that they're proud of it.
I love it, Natasha, and I'm so proud of you for doing such amazing work. And I also feel you need to have your own YouTube show very soon, so that you can mention all of this and introduce this concept to it. No, you need to excuse me.
Yes, please.
My point is very important. Adapt to new technologies and new shows as well. Okay, do that.
Fine.
Okay, great. So Natasha, आप जरा कुछ जाते जाते कुछ आप अपने fans के लिए कुछ गुनगुना तो दे अपनी मधुर आवाज.
Why not? और गुनगुनाने से पहले फायजा मुजाहिद से मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज वो अडेप्ट कर लें डिजिटल मीडिया को, क्योंकि हमें आप महरूम करें अपनी आवाज से. ठीक है, आप थक गई होंगी लड़के, लेकिन हमें आपकी आवाज सुननी है, हमें आपके गाने सुनने हैं. तो प्लीज मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है.
She has a hidden talent also. She's complete TikTok material, let me tell you.
Really? Oh my God. Then you should, and I'll be waiting कि आप आए और वापस से अपना आपको रिवाइव करें, क्योंकि बहुत जरूरत है.
Please.
And so yeah, here I go.
Yeah.
या कार बनूं सूद फरामोश रहूं, फिक्र फरदा न करूं, महवे गमे दोष रहूं. क्यों मैं ज़ियाकार बनूं सूद फरामोश रहूं, फिक्र फरदा न करूं, महवे गमे दोष रहूं. नाले बुलबुल के सुनूं, नाले बुलबुल के सुनूं और हम तन गोश रहूं. नाले बुलबुल के सुनूं और हम तन गोश रहूं. जुरतामोज मेरी ताबे सुखन है मुझको, जुरतामोज मेरी ताबे सुखन है मुझको, जुरतामोज मेरी ताबे सुखन है मुझको. शिकवा अल्लाह से खाकम बदहन है मुझको, शिकवा अल्लाह से खाकम बदहन है मुझको, शिकवा अल्लाह से खाकम बदहन है मुझको, शिकवा अल्लाह से खाकम बदहन है मुझको. एक अजीब सी बात, इस पेंडेमिक ने मेरे अपने गानों के लिरिक्स भुलवा दिए मुझे.
That was the fun part.
Shikwa was for pandemic. But yeah,
No,
thank
no,
you
it
so
was
much for having
brilliant. It was brilliant. Our pleasure, our pleasure. And Faiza, what would you like to sing before we say goodbye to you?
Well, okay. I feel like singing
Well,
Meri
thanks for so
Zindagi. I
much of
don't know why.
excitement, Faiza.
Yeah. I feel like singing Meri Zindagi
Okay,
for the
let's go
first
for
time,
it.
actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go for it.
क्या वक्त था कुछ ऐसा ही वो था मैं थी और हर कोई तू ही था कौन बदला जमाने की तरह धूप आई किसी साए की तरह मैं नहीं हुआ पहले की तरह जाओ कहीं और अब चिढ़ाओ ना ये मेरी जिंदगी नहीं है मेरे दोस्त अब तो याद ही नहीं कौन गया किसको होश मुझको छोड़ दो अपने हाल पर ना मुझे कोई फिक्र ना है किसी की खबर
Love it.
That's
Beautiful. Thank you
you.
so much once again, Natasha Noorani. I think all of you should definitely follow her work on Twitter. She is on Facebook as well as Instagram. I love the kind of work that she's doing. Always a strong supporter of local talent, of culture, society, of bringing people together and bringing them on a platform as well. Natasha Noorani, thank you so much for joining us today. Always
Thanks
a pleasure to
having
see
me.
and to hear you.
Thanks,
My
Sof.
pleasure. My pleasure. And Natasha Baig is an absolute sweetheart, a powerhouse. You know, she's a brilliant performer. I absolutely love her personality, her zing, her zest in life, and her hairdo these days as well is really cool and very funky. So, आपकी नई album निकली है जिसका नाम है Zaria. And you should definitely go and support her new, album and the new content and the new songs, original music, because that is what we should be doing as an audience. Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you.
Love you too. And Faiza Mujahid, आपको पता है बड़ी छुपी रुस्तम है, complete TikTok material. She doesn't believe me, but she knows it's true. She is a brilliant artist and she's always doing these OSTs of dramas and films and all of that. And, it's really sad that we don't really understand and know of so many beautiful, talented women in Pakistan who are doing so much and such incredible work. Faiza, thank you for your services to the music industry. And it was a pleasure to have you over on the show.
Thank you, Sophie. It's always, you're always very kind with your words. Thank you so much for having me. And
my pleasure.
Thank you for actually introducing me to Natasha Baig again. Yeah, and this is the first time that we're actually talking
collaboration. You guys need to collaborate. Okay?
Bilkul.
I would love to.
Done deal. All right. So, I think it's time for me to say goodbye as well. I think I leave Iftikhar with the final words, but I just like to say one thing, that we had a few points that we jotted down that I mentioned earlier on, as well as the new, normal for Pakistani music, the way forward. There were so many things that we discussed. Inshallah, hum dobara bhi ek aur session aapke saath lekar aayenge with different Pakistani musicians and artists as well. They say that vision is the first creation of the future. That is why it is very important for us to understand that there is an idea that should be in your mind, an idea, a thought that needs to be inculcated, it needs to be tamed, it needs to be nurtured, it needs to be executed, it needs to be implemented. And I think it's very important for us to put our money where our mouth is. So there needs to be a proper flow of money, which is very important. Keep on supporting Pakistani music, but just remember, the most important thing that all the musicians need is respect. So always respect your artists and give them the kind of love and respect that they deserve. My name is Sophia Anjum. Absolute pleasure. Pakistan, Zindabad. Iftikhar, over to you. Bye-bye. And thank you, Startup Grind and Google for Startups, for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Sophia. I always appreciate that you always, welcomed our ideas, and we always had your support. So thank you very much, guys, for this amazing event and beautifully moderated by my dear friend Sophia Anjum. Thank you, Natasha Noorani. आपको सिर्फ हम दूर से जब लाहौर म्यूजिक मीट आके देखते थे तो दूर से देखते थे that you are doing a fabulous job. So hats off to you, Natasha Baig and Faiza Mujahid. You guys, doing an amazing work, and I would appreciate कि आप जो काम कर रहे हैं इसी तरह करते रहें, and हम लोग उससे भी जितना कुछ हो सका अपनी तरफ से जो थोड़ा थोड़ा कर सकते हैं, so we will definitely support you guys. So in the end, I would like to thank Startup Grind team, Maruk, Aisha Bhatti, Khatija, Laiba, who are doing this amazing work of digital sport. I am thankful to Pakistan Tech Summit. It's a global summit in Pakistan who supported and joined our cause. Startup Grind Lahore is one of the most active chapter in the world. So we have been recognized, our Beijing team, and today, Sophia, also got to know about our USA team that this chapter is one of the most, active chapter in the world. So, and this is all because of you guys, the female leaders who are doing an amazing job in their communities, and we always support you guys in whatever the way that we can, and we are thankful to you. In the last, I am thankful to Fabi Studios, Popcorn Studio, the co-working space, the co-wide co-working space, and the Daftar Khan co-working space for sharing our and spreading the message across the board. So thank you very much, guys. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.